All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there. So right now, what is it, June 22nd, 2020? We're in the time of the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, the Heavenly Father of God, God and Jesus Christ, so to speak, getting ready to come back.
Right.
And he's showing his prophets and servants the signs. Baba Kashan, get Luke chapter 21, verse 25. And brothers are in high spirits right now. I'm not going to hold, you know.
Right.
Like the scripture said, make known the Lord's deeds. But all of us, you know, brothers are in high spirits right now because we're seeing the Lord is about to get ready to make his move. And the Lord is definitely going to destroy every last one of you so-called white people. You know, and we're waiting for that.
Right.
Go ahead, on.
I got it open.
Yep.
This is the book of Psalms, 105, verse 1. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord Yahweh.
Right, the Wadi Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. We are absolutely thankful to be, Lord willing, on the good side of his movement.
Right.
So we're there. We got to stay there. How do you make sure you stay there? You be fervent in the spirit.
Right.
Before we get anything, Baba Kashan, get 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. Because you can't be weary in well doing. We're literally about to get the victory right now. We're about to get the victory right now. 5 months, we'll wait. 3 months, we'll wait. 9 months, a year, we'll wait.
Right.
We're right here anyway. We have the patience of Job, but as you can see, it's looking like we don't have to endure too much longer. You know what I'm saying? Before anything, we got to get that 2 Peter.
2 Peter
1 and 10. Give due diligence.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 10.
Yep.
Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Right. So the elect, they feel through the spirit that we've made it. We feel through the spirit that we're about to make it. We feel through the spirit we're forgiven. That's why the scriptures talk about that forgiven elect. And what is the forgiven elect going to do? They're going to be fervent, because you can't come out and preach the word with a dirty spirit on you.
Right.
So when you're clean, when you have a forgiven spirit, you could preach the Lord and be in season, out of season. And the Lord is getting ready to save who he's forgiven. Now let's go back. Go ahead.
I got a precept.
Okay.
Precept.
Yep.
This is 2 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 5.
Yep.
Examine yourselves, whether ye be in the faith.
Right. So this is what you always got to be doing. Examine yourself. Am I praying enough? I should be praying more. Am I working enough? I should be working more. Am I learning enough scriptures throughout the day and throughout the week?
Right.
Maybe you learn two new scriptures throughout the week. Try to learn 3. Maybe you learn 3. Try to learn 4. Always be spiritually abounding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially if you if you're not going to camp every day. You know, you go to camp every other day or once a week, whatever you other brothers are doing. You know, I don't know too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak on things that's not true. But you know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not always prophesying of the Lord, you know, glorifying the Lord, you should be studying. You know what I'm saying? You should be showing yourself approved.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just like football. What do? After practice, you watch film.
Right.
You watch film. You see how you did. Okay, maybe I could have cleaned this up. Oh man, this scripture would have hit really right here.
Right.
You watch film to see how you could do better. And that's it. With the spirit, you got to always be in. Because look, the Lord is getting ready to destroy all this place.
Right.
You want to make sure that you're found worthy. You want to make sure that you're on the right hand of the Lord.
Right.
You want to make sure that spiritually you're inside those doors. You see the doors of mercy closing. They're getting ready to shut down the internet. People, all types of people are learning about their Israelites. By the way, 3 of my former teammates found out they're Israelite this past week, and one found out he was an Israelite this morning. You know what I'm saying? And they're all posting on Instagram. So you know they're hundreds, thousands of followers. They're seeing that. Yeah. So this truth is getting out there. So what's Esau gonna have to do? He's gonna have to shut this whole shit off.
Yep. Right. And I don't know. Before I know we just started off, but there's a lot of death going on right now. If y'all not watching. You know, we supposed to be watching it. We supposed to be watching now what's going on. Like, according to that, you can speak on that Mayan calendar.
Yeah, Khan. So, first of all, pertaining to the death you were talking about, this top rapper, his name is Briss. He just got shot down and died. That's a top rapper. Nobody expects these figureheads to die. They just be expecting like random common folk. But he's a top rapper. The hoes love him. You grimy, filthy Sacramento, so-called dirty, filthy Sacramento women. You Judites and you Ishrites that paint on your eyelashes and eyebrows. Y'all are crying over his death right now.
Right.
But yeah, pertaining to the Mayan calendar. So basically, get Matthew chapter 24 and 36, Baba Kashan. Because you said you already got that.
I was thinking of that.
Yeah. Because we don't know, nor do those Mayans know. And get 1 Corinthians 14 and something, because it talks about Issachar being discerners of the time. Or if you can look it up, you know that scripture?
Yeah, I think I know.
Come on, you guys brought it out. You know what I'm saying? Because the Mayans, the Aztecs, the Incas, those were all Issacharites. Right. So they could discern the times, which is why this brother, when there's a chariot, it's him and Levi. They're one of the first ones to see it. You know what I'm saying? So and especially Debaran. Why? Because he's an Israelite through the Spirit. Yep. I thought they were Israelites though, right. but the Spirit beareth witness. You know what I'm saying? So the Israelites, they're good at discerning the times, which is why the Mayans had that calendar. Now, though it's not 100% accurate, you do know that from 2000, it was expected to happen in 2012, but it didn't. And throughout the there were certain days that were counted when they shouldn't be counted. Right. So it's actually 2020 when all this destruction and the whole tide shift is supposed to happen. Right. What year are we in right now? Right. Summer of 2020. Right. So this is getting ready to happen right now. So says the Ishkarites that are Israelites.
Right. And my add to that too, brother. Yep. I have a dream also that I have a dream that was a single chariot. It was a see-through glass chariot, and then there was in the sky. And it was something like that, that moon. See that?
Yeah.
It's kind of, it's like that, but see through, like it's a see-through chariot, disc. And then what happened was my dream that it was one chariot, and then it was moving around the skies, and there's a lot of people like this is hitting the gas, yelling and screaming, right? Like, what's going on? You could hear all that kinds of nonsense, stuff like that, and then I see a bunch of army trucks moving too, and then. So okay, so this is the sign of war then. This is like place that Yahweh Shai is coming back with his angels. Yep. And then I had that dream, and then I went to the video. Some another brother had the same dream, but he's like more detailed though. Yeah. Like he come about the angel. He's from East Coast, I think. I forgot his name, but he has the same thing. So these are the signs that the Lord's gonna pour all flesh of the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And then whoever got the vision of the Lord, he's going to tell it, you know, through the scriptures, you know, what he's seen in his dream, meaning that the Lord is on his way to make war here against the beast, you know. So that's why the Mayan, the calendar, the solar eclipse, that's a sign from the Most High that this kingdom is going out for a bang, you know.
We're gonna get all these scriptures. Con, get what you got first. Go ahead.
Book of Luke 21. And verse 27, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
Right, because the scriptures also say that Yahweh Shai, he's not going to meet you as a man. Before anything, get Matthew 24 and 36, because when the Lord sends his son back, it's go time. Every last one of you people that got a problem with the Lord, y'all going to die out here. Right. Y'all going to die if you make it to that. Because before the chariots come, before Yahweh Shai returns, it's going to be a whole lot of death, famine, and destruction out here. Right. Race wars. Esau coming in as a flood with these martial law troops. You know what I'm saying?
I got a precept on that too.
Come on, go ahead.
It's the book of Baruch, chapter 2, verse 30.
Yep.
For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people.
Right, and all you stiff-necked people, all you Israelites, you had a problem with the men of the Lord. You had a problem with all the stuff going on.
Right.
Now you're gonna get hit. Now the Lord is gonna get you. Y'all didn't want to hear him, and now it's gonna happen. Go ahead.
Because, but in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves.
Right, and that's talking about the elect. We're remembering ourselves. We're in slavery right now. You know, slavery never ended, as you can see with all the stuff that's going on. Niggas getting lynched in 2020. But we're remembering ourselves. We're remembering that we're Israelites. We're remembering that we are the chosen people of the Most High, not you so-called white people.
Right.
And by the way, God does not look like a white man.
That's right.
He looks like a so-called black man.
Right.
And all this knowledge is getting exposed every single day. Yeah. Go ahead.
And
Jacob's bugged out. What the hell? Yep.
And shall know that I am the Lord their God, for I give them in heart and ears to hear.
Yep, he gave us a heart and ears to hear. But he just like it's two different. Which is why you always got to give the Lord thanks, because the nigga that flies, he didn't have the ears to hear. That dude was 100% Judite, right. But he was so juiced out. But the Lord gave you ears to hear. You gotta do something with that blessing. And what are you scared of now? You scared of Esau seeing you? You scared of these people seeing you? Look, the whole world and everybody who doesn't pertain to the Lord, they're about to die out here. Right. So you should.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got appreciate what you're doing, brother.
Yeah, ultimately, that dude was an old wine bottle, you know what I'm saying? And we're trying to give him that new wine, which is the truth. but he couldn't get into it. And every time he tried to speak to it, he would just literally combust. He would explode. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know, man. What are you talking about now? He would reject it. He would throw it up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not for him in the first place. The Most High obviously blinded him. You know what I'm saying? He let him he gave him over to his own heart's lust, and that was the other doctrine, the other gods. You know what I'm saying?
And his kids. Yep.
Yeah, and his kids.
Continue on this.
Come,
Go ahead.
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck, and from their wicked deeds.
And that's what we're doing. We're praising him in the land of our captivity. Like it says in Wisdom of Solomon 5:1, we're standing up boldly in the faces of them that afflicted us.
That's right.
Some of you brothers, if you could picture in your mind reincarnation and stuff like that, some of these same Edomites that are bothering you and stuff like that, those are the same Edomites that shot you down, that snitched on you and stuff like that. Yep. There's just a white woman that you guys see, and it's always funk. You just can't stand her. Right. Those are the same Edomites that
spirit to my right.
God.
Oh yeah, now he's desolate. Why do you how about Shemiel Shai?
That's a woman.
That's a woman. Jesus.
He described what you described, and she showed up.
Yeah.
Just like that, stench and regularly.
So yeah, she could have been the same Edomite that was persecuting brothers. She could have been, while we were hung up on the tree, throwing stuff out our bodies, or stoning us. That could have been the same Edomite. You know what I'm saying? But we're standing up before the faces of them. You know what I'm saying? We're standing up with no fear of what they think, of what they're going to do. We're standing up with the straight up love for Yahweh Shemiel Shai.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, go ahead. Once you find the Lord, man, you put all your fear into Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Because back then we didn't have the Lord with us, so we feared in Esau because Esau was coming at us with destruction, and that put fear into our hearts. But now we fear the Lord's destruction, so we don't fear what these Edomites are doing to us. Ultimately, we don't fear him at all, because ultimately the Lord is with us. Yep. So what do we got to fear Edomite for if the Lord could just totally destroy them before they even get a chance to even think about destroying us? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, the Edomite supremacy is lowering down, so they don't have the power they had over us like they used to. Yep. You know what I'm saying? We're more bolder. You know what I'm saying? As you see when you walk by Edomite now, they're the ones with their heads looking towards the
reversal.
Earth. You know what I'm saying? Now we got our heads looking high. You know what I'm saying? Back then we would have our heads looking. Now we wouldn't even be able to look at the Edomite in the eyes back then. The roles are being reversed, like the brother said. You know.
Let's finish this off.
Yep.
For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord.
Right. We shall remember the way of our fathers, because Lord Yahweh Shemiel Shai willing, we're in the same stead of our fathers. Jeremiah, Samuel, King David, Isaac. We're in the same stead of our fathers, doing right by the heavenly Father. You Israelites that don't want to return to the Lord, y'all in the same state as your fathers, being wicked, being golden calf worshippers, persecuting Yahweh Shemiel Shai, coming up against brothers. That's the exact same thing that you're doing back then, and you didn't want to repent, and you're doing the exact same thing now.
Right. Confused. You don't even know, why am I going through this hell? Why is things you're confused. But through the Spirit, we know why you're confused. We know why you're going through such things, such affliction, especially if you're in the house of Israel, because you transgress against the Lord, back then and now.
Yeah, it's sad for you to might be on the bottom right now. This your queendom, man. What you doing on the bottom? You know what I'm saying? Like, here it is, you got these elites, you know what I'm saying? Living it up, got the money, you know what I'm saying, of your people, and the earth you give them to the hand of the wicked, and you're wicked, but you live at the bottom. You ain't gonna see nothing like that in the kingdom, man. Even the lowest Israelite, you know what I'm saying, is gonna have abundance of everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know your own people don't even care about you, man. Your whole Edomites ain't Edomites, you know? It's sad, you know?
Yeah, I'm from slavery and I'm living better than you.
Yeah.
How is that?
Exactly.
You got a piece about?
Come. This is Second Chronicles, chapter 15, verse 13. That whosoever will not seek the Lord Yahweh power of Israel shall put to death.
Right. So if you're an Israelite and you don't, because you Edomites, you so-called white people, you other nations, y'all don't have no foot in the house of the Most High. The Lord literally does not care about you. He made you just to be over us, and then get destroyed later, and that's according to the scriptures. But you Israelites, you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't want to seek the Most High. You don't see any power and glory in serving Him. So you guys are gonna die when that time comes, and we're in that time right now. Ask your boy Briss.
Right.
Your boy Briss has his brains on 47.
Right.
On Franklin.
And he has children too?
Yes.
And that's before Father's Day.
Whoa!
You know look at that. Yep. Right before that day. Look at that, man. So they got a plan going on. What you know how that goes. You know, you go get some food, barbecue up. You know what I'm saying? Go to the ocean or something like that, or go to the backyard. And that's before Father's Day. But instead of that, you ain't sticking to the Lord, you can surely put to death.
Yep.
You got your wish right there. Now you got put to death, but you're not sticking to the Lord.
Yep.
You know, he didn't repent your sins. You was being continued wicked after wickedness, after wickedness, after wickedness. So you know, the Most High, he got fed up. Yeah, it's time like, yeah, he ain't gonna get right, so I gotta take him out of here.
Yep.
You know, now he's cool. Now he's chilling.
Yeah, he's
now in the spirit realm. So now he's right in the mind now.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, he's actually praising the Lord right now because you know he was running away from an armed robbery. He got shot down. You know that's a rough death, but that's not as crazy as about what's about to be happening to you people out here. Y'all about to be getting plagued. Get Matthew chapter 10 verse 28. Fear not him that could kill us, but could kill the body and soul in hell. God, shoot that up. Because the Lord is getting every last one of you people, and He's using other people to do it. So that's why you got to fear the Lord. We don't fear men. We don't fear what men could do to us, what Esau could do to us. Because the Lord could send Esau and give us mental plagues before Esau, and all that stuff.
Yep.
Oh, you supposed to?
I was going to a little bit more.
Okay, go ahead, Shalaki.
I'm sorry. It says, of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. So it's like that, man. It don't matter. You know, so you could be a little kid. You know, just like the story you told me about, the article you told me, saying that it was a little kid got swat, like a security guard or something like that.
Just the staff just sitting on a little boy's chest, and for 10 minutes, you know, sitting on his chest for 10 minutes. He said, I couldn't breathe, and they didn't even care. You know, they didn't say nothing. And right now, he died, about 5 hours ago? That was just on the news app that we have.
Was it an Edomite who sat on him?
I don't know. I didn't read all the details.
Okay. If that was, niggas about to turn up.
Right.
I gotta stop saying everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like,
but either way, that little boy died. Little black boy died.
Right.
Saying I can't breathe, just like George Floyd.
just like Alton Sterling, I believe, or Freddie Gray, one of them.
Yeah, see, you should put, if they're not sticking to the Lord, you're going to try to put it there. Small or great, you know, woman or old man.
Rich and poor. Briss was rich.
Right.
Briss got the racks on racks.
I got bitches, I got girls.
Yeah. Rich or poor. He was rich in this society. He got all the clout, hood famous, and now his brains is in the street.
Right.
His hood famous head is literally on the streets of Franklin.
Man.
Go ahead. You got that in Matthew? Come.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are able to kill the soul.
Right, so we don't fear Esau's sword. And there's an old saying, it's hard to control a man who's not afraid to die.
Oh, I read that wrong. But are not able to kill the soul.
Come. And there's an old saying goes, it's hard to control a man who's not afraid to die. Because what are you going to say? I'm going to take this away from you? He's like, okay. What are you going to say? I'm going to kill you? He's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So we're not afraid to die. We love Yahweh Hashem Yahshai and hate this world so much to where we'll do anything for him and we'll give anything up for him. And if they say chip or $1 million, first of all, you Jakes already say I'll do sort of homosexual acts for $1 billion. That's like a conversation in like a football locker room. What would you give somebody oral copulation for $1 billion? And hella Jakes would say yes. Right. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have a price because the spirit has no price. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep our integrity other than you Jakes. Right. But going back to the scripture, we fear who could kill the body and soul. You already
I didn't read that.
It's
all good. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Right, so the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai could take your spirit from you.
That's right.
Could take your spirit and then give you a wicked spirit, plague you, make you do something to make you be ashamed. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
He got some dude dealing with trannies right now.
Yep.
You know, complete stain on his name. Yep. So that's why we fear him and not what Esau could come do with the straps. We fear what the Lord could do with us and do with the straps to us. Oh, that's way cleaner. Bang, let's get it.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1. Yep. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Right, so he was beseeching us. He was saying like, I'm literally pleading to you. Like I'm literally telling you, like it's important. Like say you're telling somebody important, you'd be like, yo, listen, like, you know what I'm saying? So this was he was basically saying, I beseech you, present your bodies as a living sacrifice. Right. Because Yahweh Shai, he sacrificed his body for us. Right. Got tore up, got tortured on the cross. So that's what we're doing for him. Right. Like the brothers say, when you put your garment on, you're basically saying I can do and take what the Lord took.
That's right.
And you will do that for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So that so that's why yeah. So that's why we put our garment on daily because we will. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like go ahead.
No, and I was going to add to that because are you brothers ready to die?
Ready.
You know, you ready to die for the Lord?
For the Lord.
Right.
Yeah.
Not honorable death. Right. I'll die for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I know these brothers up here with me will as well die for the Lord. So, you know, we ain't got nothing to fear. We don't fear no man that can hurt or harm our body. So what? Right before we die or something like that, or anything that if somebody came up here and started shooting at us, you know, how about hanging out the window with an AR, like you ready to die? Yeah, Most High gonna destroy you.
And we through the spirit, you know, we already dead to this world, you know what I'm saying? That's why we're doing things that a lot of people can't do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go on the highways and byways every day. Why? Because we're dead to this world. We don't have no fellowship with this world, man.
Yeah.
What else is here for us? You know what I'm saying? We already forsaken everything and took up our cause with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So what okay, you kill us, now we're back with the Lord, you know what I'm saying? That's really what we want, is to be back with the Lord anyways, you know what I'm saying? So you killing us and you're not gonna hurt nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the only reason why we're alive is to do this right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The only reason why we're alive is to do this right here because the scriptures say not that any should perish. Why does he not want any of us to perish? Because we have to do his work. We have to be his messengers. Because the Lord is not going to come back and do that himself. The only time you're going to see the Lord down here is when he's doing a spin move with a sword and he's slashing it across your neck. That's the only time you're going to see the Lord back here. Right. Now you're going to see the intermediates between Yahushua, which is us.
Right. Who are you? You just a man. So you said you talk to God? No, the Most High put the Spirit on us to speak to you.
Mm-hmm. So in a sense, yes. Yes,
right.
in a sense.
In a sense.
You got a precept about it?
I want to continue on.
Yep.
It's not done.
Holy, acceptable on the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Which is our reasonable servants, which is why it says also in the scriptures, don't boast yourself like, oh, I preach, I'm this, I'm that. This is your reasonable service. Look, the Lord literally died for us and did the same for us. So it's reasonable that we do back for him. Don't be like an Edomite, because an Edomite, he'll put you in slavery and then say he's a good person because he freed you. Why'd you put me in slavery in the first place? You know what I'm saying? You can't have like an Edomite, a so-called white man's mentality with this. Right? You gotta render good for good. So the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah, he died for us, putting that working for us. So we got to do that for him, which is a reasonable service. And on top of that, the Lord is blessing us with gifts. Bless certain brothers with houses. Bless certain brothers with different cars. Brothers, families in order. Different family members had ailments and now they're healed. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is blessing brothers.
Right, with even more edification, with even more knowledge. You know, in order to come out on these highways and byways, either prophesy similar scriptures or go further into something else. Because every day is something different. You know, every day there's somebody dying, there's some type of judgment, there's some hurricane coming. I believe that Donald Trump seen that the winds of Dubai or something like that went over the Arctic and is going to be coming this way to the States.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and he was like, oh, that's good. That's like, oh, we need that.
Oh, yeah, the sandstorm?
Yeah, the sandstorm.
Ooh, that may cause a tsunami or something.
Who knows? You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of things are happening and transpiring every day, so we got something to look up into. You know, some of the other brothers we got, okay, we watch that video, ooh, that was edifying. Ooh, that make me want to go into something. Do my own little research. You know, read the scriptures more. Now I'm edifying somebody else. And they do it as well.
Yeah, that goes into measuring the time diligently in itself, you know what I'm saying? If we see these things happening, we go back to the scripture, okay, that matches this scripture, you know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, then we go to highways and byways and bring it out. Like the brother was saying, like that sandstorm, you know what I'm saying? That's prophesied in the scripture, you know what I'm saying? That's signs in the heavens, you know? That's scriptural.
So I can get Luke 21 and 25 out, and then get 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1, because you literally quoted that. You got that in Luke?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25.
Yep.
And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon.
A pink moon, a solar eclipse, and a strawberry moon, all in the span of 6 or 7 months. What is that telling you?
Damn.
What does that tell you? That the Lord is about to make his move.
That's right.
That's why we're not getting caught off guard, because the Lord is sending us spiritual signs. He's like, I know y'all are my prophets, you know, y'all are watching anyway, but look, I'm about to do this. Look, I'm about to send the coronavirus. Right. Look, I'm about to have a Jake die and then have the race wars get influenced. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is blessing us with spiritual signs, so we'll never be caught off guard.
Continuing on.
Yep.
And in the stars, and upon the earth, the stress of nations.
In the stars, we see chariots all the time. Go ahead.
with perplexity to sea and the waves roaring.
Distress of nations. Everybody's going crazy. Everybody's mad. Everybody's upset. Black people are mad. White people are mad. Indians are mad. What the hell are Indians mad about? Y'all are sitting up eating curry.
Right.
But Indians are mad too. They over there fighting with China over the borders. You know what I'm saying?
Man, pretty soon all these firecrackers gonna be gunshots.
Yep. I think that was.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Con, you got that at Second Ezra?
Well, I got a scripture on that gunshot too, but
No. Get the precept you got.
I'm gonna bring this out first. I gotta look it up. But
Yep.
this book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 1. He answered to me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Measure thou the time diligently in itself. See, how do you measure the times? You look at the prophecies in the scriptures, and then you see what's going on in the world. And you see how intensified it is, and then that's how you know how close the Lord is to coming. Yep. Because these are getting very intensified. Now to where it's undeniable. If I were to say there's about to be a race war, and there's about to be a full-on race war in about 2 to 3 weeks, could you really scoff at that anymore? No, you can't, because it's right in your face.
That's right.
Salakia, Debarim, could you get Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2? Because it's speaking and it's not lying anymore.
All right.
Go ahead,
In which I have told thee before.
Yep.
Then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time.
Salakia, which I have told thee before. Because the brothers have been out before us years, and the apostles decades. You know what I'm saying? Telling you the same thing. There's going to be race wars in America, famines, riots. There's going to be straight judgment out, martial law. They've been telling you the same thing for years, but y'all don't want to listen. Go ahead. So like, you want to get the scripture?
Oh, no, it's good, brother. I'm sorry.
Which I have told thee, then shalt thou understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and this is the very same time. We're seeing all types of signs. Oh, and pertaining to that Mayan calendar, it said right now it's supposed to be like the day the end of the world happens. We know through the scriptures that there has to be a lot of more things. The R-fighting microchip, the World War III. We know all that's supposed to happen before the actual end happens, before the return of the Lord. But that doesn't mean that it could not get triggered off right now. That doesn't mean it could not get triggered off within this to next week. It just looks like Bird Box out here, cars crashing into each other, niggas hopping out just because they were 1 second late at the green light. They just get out the car and start shooting at each other.
Right.
That's getting ready to be happening. These people are about to go crazy.
Right.
The Lord is literally flipping these spirits upside down.
Yep.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 30.
Yep.
And I will show wonders in heavens.
I will show wonders in heavens. Even that knowledge of the Mayan times and stuff like that, that's a beautiful wonder.
Man.
And on top of that, the asteroids.
5 of them.
Yep, five of them, football size.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, there was one. Yep, football field size.
Right.
You know, but also there was one that already hit in India. They said it hit, and then 5 hours. I don't know if you've ever seen it on Dabu. They said an asteroid hit in India. It was a small one, and then for 5 hours it was radiating heat. So that means it was not a rock. That means it was not molten lava. It was an actual asteroid.
Wow.
So these are getting ready to. It's about to be crazy stuff out here. The sky's gonna turn green.
Right. Yeah. Now you got the rainbows red. What was that? I never seen a rainbow red.
I never seen a rainbow just full red.
Yeah, there's a video out there right now. There's a rainbow red. Someone shot that at, but I'm sending a thread after the camp.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Oh, you seen it?
I've seen it as well.
Oh, yeah.
The sun is gonna be black for 2 days straight.
Right.
All types of wild stuff is about to be happening out here. Go ahead.
And in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and the terrible day of the Lord Yahweh come.
The moon into blood. What does that pink moon kind of symbol look like? Almost blood, right? It's pink. You know what I'm saying? So all these things are getting ready to happen. The Lord is showing you wild signs that He's about to get ready to make His move.
Right.
So you jakes that are not watching, or you jakes that don't believe it, the Lord has to literally have his fingers on your face for you to know anything is about to happen. Y'all not in the right spirit.
Right.
And y'all might not have the spirit, because we can literally see all this.
Right.
We can literally see, the whole situation of America could change within a week, within 4 or 5 days. These jakes could come out their house, take off that cool spirit, and start shooting at you so-called white people.
Right.
Go ahead. You about to say something?
I got one more verse.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh shall be delivered.
Right, so this is what it goes back to again. If you got the spirit of Yahweh Bashim, no love for Edomites. If you got the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, the Lord is going to deliver you. If you got the spirit of power of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, the Lord is going to deliver you in these times.
Right.
If not, you're going to die out here.
Right.
Go ahead.
For that Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance of as the Lord Yahweh.
In Mount Zion and in Jerusalem there shall be deliverance.
Right.
Only for us.
Right.
The Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai, the God of heaven and earth, only loves you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right.
He does not give a damn about the rest of you people.
Right.
And even then, he only gives a damn about the remnant.
Right.
The remnant, the elect that are going to turn back to him.
Right.
Go ahead. Or is that it?
That's me. Shall deliverance as the Lord Yahweh has said, and the remnant whom the Lord Yahweh shall call.
There it is, the remnant, who the Lord is going to call.
Right.
Lord, we're called, and Lord willing, we're chosen.
Right.
We're doing His work fervently in the Spirit, going hard every day,
Right.
praying and renewing ourselves and washing ourselves with the Spirit of the Lord any day.
Right.
Blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
blah.
Your whole life is crap.
Get
Your
outta
whole life
here.
is crap. I'm black and I'm doing better than you.
Get outta here.
I'm a slave and I'm doing better than you in your society,
Right.
boy.
Right.
Pathetic.
Right.
Go ahead.
Walk away and talk.
Yeah.
That's it.
God, you got me said. It's all pathetic.
Your ass out here. The old 40.
Man, it's a new day. It's a new day. How about you outside?
He was banging that damn thing. It was a hammer and a nail or something.
Let me get out of here.
I gotta get out of here. Go ahead. He's bugging out right now. You got a piece of that?
I just got kind of free some scripture.
Come. Yeah, finish that. Get that at Matthew Bible Shop, Matthew 24:3. Because we don't gotta go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is getting ready to come back and destroy this place. Destroy him and the rest of his family.
Right,
We don't. Go ahead.
Ain't no more pastors out here. We ain't finna be out here trying to argue, trying to convince none of that. Man, get on, go away. You know what I'm saying? If you're not coming in a humble spirit, a very fruitful spirit, we're not even dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just putting your demons off on us. Having us meditate about things that's above our strength. We ain't got to worry about you. You know, if you want to learn something, ask a question.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me, can you tell me? Not pertaining to you Edomites, of course.
Yeah.
You view the house of Israel, these blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. If you come home, can I learn something? This, and that. We can converse with you. But don't be coming up here trying to battle with us. It's not a battle.
You shouldn't be conversing at all. Shit, just be quiet and just listen. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, when the spirit hit you a little bit, then you can ask a reasonable question. Because honestly, when you come up here and you don't got the right spirit upon you, it's gonna be back and forth. Cause you know that's why just listen. We'll give you the videos. Then you could just read. You know what I'm saying? Or read and learn. Then you come up here. You know what I'm saying? Then you may have some spiritual to say or add on. You know?
Or talk about.
Yeah.
Because, you know, of course we here to open up the. Not open up, but wake up the elect. You know, feed the sheep and everything. But we not supposed to be here sitting here babysitting you the whole camp. That way we only get 2 precepts out. Look at this, brother. Talking to you on the side, man. Go watch the videos and come back, and we'll talk with you.
It's not a debate. You know what I'm saying? Just listen, and then you'll get it.
And if it is not for you, then Most High not here to save you. That's it.
Well, that's the time. That's the time we're in. Very, very deciding. If he let the just be just still, and let the unjust be unjust still. You know that scripture? Come on, if you know it, or you know what I'm saying. But let the just be just and let the unjust be unjust. The Lord is going to put His Spirit and save who He wants to save, and destroy who He wants to destroy. So we don't got to go back and forth with you. No, brother, look at Israelites. We went through slavery. No. The Lord is going to save who He's going to save.
Right.
Go ahead, Ak.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 24.
Yep.
You said you want to what?
24 verse 3. Start at verse 3 and then get verse 7.
Book of St. Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as they sate upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately. What's that?
Privately.
Privately right there?
Yep.
Yeah, privately saying, tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Right. So Lord, when is all this going to happen? You know, you said there's going to be famines, destruction. When is all this going to happen? How do we know, Lord? Jump down to verse 6, Bible Shop.
Verse 6.
So this is an indicator of how you know that we're in these times right now. Right. Go ahead.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
So China and India shooting each other down, 40 Chinese dying, and 15 Indians dying. Is that not a war and rumor of war? Right. North Korea bombing South Korea. Is that not a war, a rumor of war, which just happened about a week ago? Russia and America getting more and more frustrated at each other. Proxy wars. Is that not a war and rumor of war? So we're in that time. Go ahead.
See that ye be not troubled.
See that ye be not troubled. Oh my gosh, well, we live in America. What's going to happen? What if they nuke this place? Go ahead.
For all these things must come to pass.
For all these things must come to pass. In order for the blacks, Latinos, for Yahushua to come back and let the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans rule, all these other prophecies had to happen. Go ahead.
But the end is not yet.
Yep.
For nation shall rise against nation.
Nation shall rise against nation. We see that every day. When you go back into those words, nation, kingdom, kingdoms, it talks about eons, which is races. You know what I'm saying? You see all types of racial tension. Why? Because we're in that time of nation rising against nation, as prophesied. So when brothers say there's about to be race wars in America, you can scoff if you want, but that's in the Bible. Go ahead, and you can see it. You can scoff, but you can literally see it. Go hang out with your white boy homie. He might lynch you that night, and I hope he does. Go ahead.
And kingdom against kingdom.
Yep.
And there shall be famines and pestilence.
Famines. There's trillions of locusts all over the land of Africa. There's mortar hornets killing bees, so there's no pollination. For the coronavirus, Trump had to kick hella 500 workers out of those chicken factories. You know what I'm saying? And then also, whatchamacallit?
And then they destroying all the vegetables and
I was just thinking that. There you go.
Yeah, all the farmers, they destroying all the crops over there, all the food, all the chicken, they killing all the chickens and cows and stuff like that because of COVID-19, supposedly. You know, so that's and all the farmers is destroying all the vegetables and fruits over there. And then and every time you look at the stores, sometimes there won't be no items that you like to pick. Like, damn, man, I was gonna grab a toilet paper. I was gonna grab this and that, but it's gone.
Yeah, if you going to Walmart right now, the Walmart is completely empty. You know what I'm saying? That's going into a famine. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of most places you're gonna be able to get stuff from is from these high bulking places like Costco. A lot of people don't got enough money to even buy a membership at Costco. You know what I'm saying? So you can see that in a lot of these stores that's open right now. A lot of them is being famished, and a lot of them is becoming empty. You know what I'm saying? So that's coming. It's going to be a time where we're coming to a famine because a lot of the workers, man, they're ceasing. Why? Because the laborers are few.
The grinders ceasing.
Yeah, the grinders ceasing because the laborers are few. You know, so now nobody's trying to work no more because the COVID-19. They're scared of the COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? So or they're just getting unemployment at the house. So it's like, oh fuck work. I'm getting more than I'm making than working.
Why would you go back to work right now? So even if this does reopen up, people ain't gonna be applying for jobs. They're getting unemployment. And the essential workers, the people that do work at these Walmarts, these Costco's right now, they're pissed off because these people that are not working are literally making more money than them. So they're upset right now. Go ahead, Salaki. Finish on that. Salaki, I didn't cut you off. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
And pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Pestilence. What is the coronavirus? Pestilence. Even though it's a false pestilence, FEAUX. Even though it's a fake pestilence, that's a pestilence. So we're in these times right now. You got precept?
Yeah.
No, shoot that.
Psalms 91:5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, or the arrow that flieth by day.
Right, so just like it said in Matthew 12:6, we're not afraid of none of these things. We know that the Lord is going to watch over us and protect us. Why? Because we're doing his work. So that's why if you want that protection, you got to continue to be fervent in the spirit, watching, praying, and doing whatever the Lord tells you to.
All right.
Go ahead,
Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side.
Right. So we're not going to be afraid of all these things that are happening, which we're not right now. We can't wait for all this to happen.
Right, we can't wait. That's right. Yeah, everybody's gonna be. There's gonna be a great death out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When there ain't no food up in the stores, what you gonna do? How you gonna feed yourself and your family? What you gonna do? You got no choice but go to your neighbor and kill that dude. You take his shit. You know what I'm saying? Take his goodies. But they're gonna have to, man. When your stomach starts like get hurt, that like cramp, and get starvation. Like, hey, I'm hungry, man. Like I need something to eat. There ain't no stores in the food shelves. Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna look now? You're thinking like, oh man, well he got food. Let's go over there.
I saw him get groceries.
Yeah. You know, he got a whole bunch of groceries over there. I'm gonna go in his house. I'm gonna shoot it, pop in his head, and I'm gonna take his stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so and then that friend that you know for like 30 years.
Yep.
You know, hey Todd, hey Billy, how you doing? Hey, you know, how's it going? When ain't no food, hey, sorry Todd, but we're friends for 30 years. I'm sorry. Bam, blow his brains out.
Yep.
Now I'm taking your food away.
Yep.
It's gonna be really bad out here. Blood is gonna be spilled out here in the streets.
Well, these neighbors, they don't even like each other. It's all fake love. Hey, how's it going, Todd? Oh, I'm good, Jamal. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's all fake love. So when this times happens where things are actually affliction out here, these people, they gonna be killing each other.
Right.
They gonna be running up in their neighbor's house. Todd, they've been neighbors for 6 years since they moved into the area. They gonna run up and shoot them down.
I got a scripture.
Just like Alex Jones said. Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
This is Second Entrance, chapter 6, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
The full, and we're literally in those times.
Right.
You go to these stores right now, half of them are wiped out. Half of them are wiped out. It's literally empty, and there's never been a time in America, in these past like a lot of years that this is happening, where these stores are completely empty.
Right.
You go and it's full sections literally wiped out. Go ahead on.
And the trumpet shall give a sound, and when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid.
Yep.
Kind of just like that one dude, man. You see, you hear that trumpet, he bounced out of here.
Yeah.
That dude, he's coming back right there, the spirit. And here shall be suddenly afraid. At the time shall friends fight one against another.
So that's in the scriptures.
Right.
Friends, I've known him for 30 years. He was my best man at my wedding. They're gonna be fighting as if they were enemies, because they're hungry, and they also need to like each other anyway.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'll read again.
Yeah.
At the time shall friends fight one against another like enemies.
Yep.
And the earth shall stand and fear those things dwell in the earth, or dwell in the springs. Springs of the fountains shall stand still. And the 3 hours they shall be not run. That was pretty much the point. You know what I'm saying? That was pretty much the point. So now you see you got friends fighting against each other like enemies. Because it's gonna be a great famine here in Babylon. You know, so they're gonna fight just like enemies. Like, you know this person for so long, you're gonna end up stabbing him, you're gonna stab a guy, you're gonna shoot the dude and take him goodies. Because it's a great family, you know. That's gonna be really bad out here. You know, or you probably end up eating your best friend. Woo! You know, hey man, I'm gonna cut your legs off.
Don't worry, we gonna eat though.
Yeah, cause these people they don't got the whatchamacallit, they don't got the heart and the honor to be like, look, if it ever comes to that, I'd rather kill myself than to ever kill you. I love you that much. They don't have that honor. So they'll eat their own friend, they'll eat their own family members. And you know these families they be beefing. You know what I'm saying? They got the big sister got problem with the younger brother, these families they be beefing, so they're ready to eat each other and kill each other.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the spirit, because the Lord got them packed in the house together, all angry. They walk, they see the kitchen, move. I was in the kitchen first, you know what I'm saying? So they're ready to get active at each other.
Oh man, that's a perfect story. Yeah, he said it, but you being crowded in the Lord ass kitchen. And then they eating that you stayed from last night, and you seen your brother or sister or somebody or a friend eating your stuff without asking. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's gonna be conflict.
It's my noodles.
My type of ramen noodles.
Like, they might take a knife, cut your stomach open.
Yeah. Put a demon gonna hop on that dude. Put it full of anger or rage because the society's all messed up. You can't enjoy yourself out here. So now you stuck with a bunch of people inside this one little room. And everybody's got an evil eye toward each other, you know what I mean? I can't stand this dude, man. I gotta see this dude every day. I gotta see her every day. Complain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. I'm getting tired of that shit. Well, the next time she's complaining again, guess what? I got no choice but stomp her shit out. You know what I'm saying? That way she will stop, you know what I mean? Stop chap. You know, that's the next time you see me, you should shut her damn mouth. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a bloodshed. They're up in the household. You know what I mean? You already is.
They're already fighting.
You're already fighting. You know, little kids jumping on the couches and stuff. You see moms and pops got the belts, whooping the kids up.
That's the spirit too. That's the spirit, because this man, he was so angry about the COVID-19 that's going on right now that just happened. He killed his 2 sons, his wife, and was trying to kill his other sons. That just happened like yesterday or earlier today.
Yeah, there you go. That's the spirit thing. That's just, everybody's roused up. Everybody's pissed off. Like you're going into a lot more. You know what I mean? Everybody's really frustrated out here. They get mad just because they mad. You know, it's the spirit the Lord poured out here in Babylon. Everybody's mad.
Yeah, and also psychology, it goes into displaced anger. Because when you're mad about something else, it's a lot of what Jakes do too. Like they're mad about their position in society, so they take it out on the next so-called black man. So when these people, because of the government, because of a government order, they're trapped inside their houses with their kids, with their sisters, with their moms, with their aunties. They're all packed inside the house. They can't stand each other. They can't stand being around each other. When these times happen, when there's no food out there, these people are going to be killing each other. And it's not some profound thing, some far off thing. It's literally happening right now. Different skirmishes in the house. Move! I was here first. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
But soon, because usually you don't really close your fist to fight, you know, a sibling. But they about to be really doing tactical things, hitting in the balls, punching in the breast, jamming out the eyes, like they're fighting an enemy in the army. That's how they're gonna be doing their brothers and sisters.
Yeah, because you know, when somebody's so hungry, has no food in their system, and they're mad, you know what I'm saying, they're alive, what to do anything, you know what I'm saying, they're instantly just able to get Tourette's, you know what I'm saying, and just go crazy on somebody, just last shot on somebody, you know what I'm saying, and damn near just do something stupid and split somebody to death, you know what I'm saying, and they'll think about like, oh damn, I didn't even do that. That was my demons, especially me, you know what I'm saying. I
don't know why I did that.
I just snap out of it, you know what I'm saying. Really, them demons really begin to hold you when they're hungry, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying. But I just had a scripture.
Go on, get that, shoot that.
It's book of 2 Ezra 15 verse 19.
Yep.
A man shall have no pity upon his neighbors.
Right, so that's the spirit. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbors. Hey Tom, you guys been saying that these people, they don't even say hi to their neighbors anymore.
No, not anymore.
Yeah. One be getting groceries, one be taking the trash out, they just be walking by each other. Because these people, they can't stand each other. Go ahead.
But shall destroy their houses with the sword.
They shall destroy their house with the sword. So they're gonna bust in the door and shoot it down.
Right.
Go ahead.
And spoil their goods.
Spoil their goods. So they're gonna go up in the fridge, see what he got. Okay, he got a nice bologna sandwich. Okay, he got some leftover rice. I'm gonna eat all of it.
Right.
Go ahead.
Because of the lack of bread.
Because of the lack of bread. And go ahead.
And for great tribulation.
And for great tribulation, because right now it's great tribulation, so that's why people are going crazy right now. There's still food out there. Like the prices, it's going up, but it's not like $100 for 4 chicken breasts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's still it's going up maybe a couple more dollars, but it's still maintainable. So, but what's making people crazy right now? This great affliction. These people can't work. They can't watch football. They can't watch basketball. They can't. It's like they can't play basketball. They can't do none of that. Why? Because they got shut down by the government. Go ahead. You got a precept?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3.
So like, can anybody step in whenever they want?
In that day, when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
And this right here is going into the elites. The elites. I know you brothers saw those videos about the brother's dream. That he's at I believe him or his wife had a dream that the elites, the demon left him. You know, so the demon that they're worshiping, Molech and all this stuff, they're not answering back. So they're sacrificing kids. Bring that child, sacrificing him and doing all that stuff. But they're not getting that same power back. Because that demon that they've been using for all these years passed down. Okay, son, when you want to get demonic powers, you gotta go to the butt of this little boy, and you gotta worship Molech and this and that. The demon that they were with all these years, it's not talking back to them. So they're going crazy right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, because the demons are done using them. The demon already fulfilled their job of using them. You know what I'm saying? So now the demon is going back to the Most High, because Most High controls Satan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Satan, you know what I'm saying, is done using so-called Esau. You know what I'm saying? So he's done with him. So therefore, it's not that power. You're not gonna have that power no more. Because you already fulfilled the Most High's work. You know what I'm saying? So now you don't need him no more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What? In that day, when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Yep. And the keepers of the house, they are trembling. Go ahead.
And the strong men shall bow themselves.
And the strong men shall bow themselves. I live 400 pounds. I can bench this. Oh, I'm an army veteran. I'm a Purple Heart. Military. I got 5 death badges.
Right,
I knock this many people out. I box. I wrestle. I'm MMA, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be trembling. They're going to be scared. They're going to be bowing themselves.
Yep. Fight a missile.
Yep.
Fight an angel.
On that note, get Luke chapter 21, verse 26. So like, I'm gonna grab it and stuff like that. So like, get Luke chapter 21, verse 26, and hold that Bible shot.
Okay. Yeah, they're gonna be all scared, tremble, man. Strong, mighty men are gonna be scared, man. Yeah. They're gonna be crying like their ass off. They're gonna pee in their pants, man. You know, so imagine, yeah, you can imagine as a woman now.
Woo!
You know what I'm saying? How much they're gonna be scared.
Which is why Isaiah 4:1 is about to happen so well. It's
Right.
really about to, please help me, please protect me.
Yeah, please, all these guys going to rape a woman out here. You know what I'm saying? They can't wait for that day.
See a girl running down the street, her clothes ripped off, half her shirt is around her waist because it's been ripped off the top. You know, her pants is ripped, she's running, she's screaming, her hair fucked up, she's been crying.
Holding her running like that 'cause she got her clothes.
Help, they're trying to rape me.
Yeah. Oh, what?
No, it's like, for real, man. Fuck these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Screw my language, but that's what they deserve. You shouldn't have scoffed or you should have repented at the time that you seen us out here. You know, but now it's too late.
Yeah, the only blessed women that are in those times are going to be women that are with the men of the Lord and women that are track runners, because y'all are going to be sprinting fast away from these marauders. Right. Y'all are going to be sprinting fast, juking out different cars. Y'all are going to be the only ones blessed out here. The women that are with the men of the Lord and you track runners, you run the 100 and shit like that, the 400.
They gonna catch up with you. You gonna get tired.
They gonna get you too.
Yeah. Hit you with the car, maybe. Boop.
Oh man.
I'll take one with little scratches.
Man.
A couple bruises. It's alright.
Man.
Oh, take you back, chain you up. You know, who knows? They might be sick of like cutting pieces of your meat off.
Oh shit.
You know, it might not feed you. Just do all type of wickedness to you.
Yep. We're gonna have fun with your ass. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna pass it down to the army too. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably kill you, dump you off in the corner.
Yep.
Go for the next victim.
You know, Edomites love on that game.
Oh yeah, these so-called white people, they're very sick.
Yeah.
Very sick. Go ahead, Doc.
This is the book of St. Luke, chapter 21, verse 26. Men's heart failing them for fear.
Right, men's hearts failing them for fear. So imagine you see something like, say you turn the corner and somebody's standing there, your heart's gonna drop. Now imagine something so terrifying that you die on the spot as you see it. That's the type of stuff that's gonna be happening out here. It's literally so terrifying you're gonna die on the spot. And by the way, God hates every last one of you so-called white people.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
For looking after those things which are coming to the earth. The government declared that they have suspended all police in the United States of America. They're about to be like, no, what? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the spirit again, because Trump is talking about suspending work for, I forgot directly on what, but like, he said something like, I can't remember the last part. Talking about suspending work. You know, like this school, okay, y'all suspend it for a couple days, don't come back. But he's just gonna suspend all work. Everybody's gonna be at the house chilling. No money, nobody leaving nowhere, nobody working.
That's crazy, because if you do that, then people really gonna be uproaring too, because that EDD benefits, you know what I'm saying, people getting paid off the EDD, that stuff ends on the 31st of July.
Yep.
Oh, you know really?
Yeah.
Getting that 600 bonus.
What is wrong with you? Go ahead.
For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Yep.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming. So you people are going to be all scared. All this tribulation is about to be happening. Then at the height of confusion, Yahweh Shai is going to trap the cloud, go crack the clouds on that fathership and subdue the whole earth. You got a precept? We in that time. This is not very far off. The Lord is getting ready to judge every last one of you people out here.
Right.
Go ahead.
This book of 2 Ezra 16, verse 21.
Yep.
Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth.
Right, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth. Because you could get an iPhone, like 7, 8 for like a couple $100.
Right.
If that, it could be 150, 160. Before, that's just like $500. So certain TVs, because right now what's hot right now is food. You know, the only people that are spending stupidly are certain people out here. But nobody's buying TVs and shit like that. Nah, I gotta keep getting food and stuff like that. Right. I gotta make sure there's eggs in the house. I gotta make sure there's milk in the house. Right. So these certain victuals, like a TV, PlayStation, it's cheap. Go ahead.
Right.
that they shall think themselves to be in good case.
They shall think themselves to be a good case. Dude, I just got this TV. It was a 102-inch, bro. It was 102-inch. It was only for like $120, bro. It was dope, man. I just got it, bro.
Right.
They're gonna think themselves to be in a good case. But go ahead.
And even then shall evils grow upon the earth.
And even then shall evils grow upon the earth. So even as that happens, it's because certain things are cheap right now. All these wild stuff is happening right now. There are so many wild situations of people dying. Like the cop you was talking about, like the people at the party, the 8 people got shot down, like the random drive-bys at the protest. So evils are increasing. And these Jakes, these women, these Judites, these tribes, they're getting more and more wicked. Right. Transsexual, well, we're in Pride Month. Transsexuality, homosexuality is just being praised right now. You know what I'm saying? So wickedness is getting increased.
Yep.
Swords, famine, and great confusion.
Sword, famine. Well, you being a man and thinking that you're a woman, but thinking that you're a robot and thinking that you're a giraffe, that's confusion.
Yep.
So all this. So we're literally in that time of this prophecy happening.
Right.
Go ahead. Is that it, or go ahead?
For many of them,
So like, go ahead.
I just want to add on like one of the men, like just like one of the men that got hung, they got lynched. Was I forgot what his name was, Tom or Tim or something like that. Was a black man, transsexual.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember that? One of them, he was lynched in, where was it at? I can't remember exactly where he was lynched at.
Yeah.
But you know, the Most High did judgment upon that man. Who know what wickedness he did?
Well, he's a training.
Right. That first off, that's an abomination to the Lord.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bring that out to the bring out the scripture.
God. Oh no, get that right now since we're hot on that topic. Because you homosexuals, you transsexuals, y'all are going the hell off. Y'all are committing sins unto death, like it says in Leviticus. So y'all get ready to judgment. I don't even really want to even say repent, because like you into that, like it's like yo, you know what I'm saying?
deep.
You deep, like deep. You know what I'm saying?
You can swim out of that.
God. Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13.
Right, so this is in the scriptures. God loves everybody. God loves everybody. God doesn't care. God doesn't care.
God accepts us.
Go ahead.
He created me.
Right.
If a man also lie with mankind,
Right, so if you're a man and you sleep with a man, and that doesn't mean okay, so girls could do it because certain cats think girls doing it is cool. Nah, if you're a girl and you're with a girl as well, go ahead.
as he lied with a woman,
Yep.
both of them have committed an abomination.
Right, the pitcher and the catcher, because you got certain cats in jail. They'll be like, nah, I did him. I did him. I ain't gay. I just gotta do what I gotta do. No. The pitcher and the catcher, y'all gonna die out here.
Right.
Y'all gonna get sorely judged.
Right.
Right.
It's literally better. It's literally better to be in the spirit world than to be down here doing that spirit.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're a Jake. That's not our customs.
Right.
That's so-called white people's customs.
Right.
Pederasty, Roman culture. That's so-called white people's customs.
Yep.
But you Jakes are out here doing that. Every last one of y'all gonna get God out here.
Right.
Every last one of y'all. Pride Month. Here it is, Salaki. Here it is. They're so-called mourning over the death of the so-called black man, right? We're in all uproar about George Floyd. But because of Pride Month, now all that's getting washed away.
Yeah.
Now all we gotta do is cry about, they hoisted up a flag, a rainbow flag with the black fist on it. You know what I'm saying? So the death of a so-called black man is getting overshadowed by the act of homosexuality.
Yep.
That's the time. That's sick. But that's in the scripture. Go ahead, Salaki.
Right. It's all good. They shall surely be put to death.
So that's in the Bible. If you're doing those acts, you will die.
That's right. And why? And here goes it right here. Their blood shall be upon them. So you committing those acts, that blood is going to be on your hands. You did that to yourself.
Yeah, pretty simple. You done,
You
brother?
got to give account of that on a day of judgment. You know what I'm saying? Or even if you make it to unto that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Pretty simple.
Now you gotta present the issue now. I'm gonna pass 6 off as well.
This is the book of Job, Jude, chapter 1, verse 7.
Salaki, break that up.
Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, and set forth for example suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. Fine. So see, the brother's talking about, man, you do some homosexual acts like Sodom and Gomorrah did, they're the ones, the same spirits of Sodom and Gomorrah are here back today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're fulfilling the works from the last time. So they're here today. So it makes sense because why are they doing some acts like that? Because there were spirits back then. They're here today. You know, and plus this place is spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, or Sodom, and Egypt. So it's really bisexual, transgender, all kinds of confusion, all that, you know. And then Sodom and Gomorrah, their sins were so high. They were so high, the Lord got to destroy that city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because their thoughts and their hearts they're so wicked that they're not going to change their ways. You know, same thing right here today. They're not going to change their ways. You know, but that's why the Lord's going to say the remnant of Israel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's gone. Everybody's gone left. You know, and so the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah back in the day with fire and brimstones. You know, and those are the living examples. Don't follow their customs. Look what happened. What I did to Sodom and Gomorrah. What happened? Oh, they got destroyed. Exactly. What do you think is about to happen to this kingdom? Same thing.
Fire and brimstone.
Fire and brimstone. Hot, fiery.
Yep.
You know, we're gonna burn everything from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Right. Just like the scripture I brought up earlier, I forgot in detail, but at the ending of it, it said, and think of the sins of our fathers before us. You know, that's what our fathers before us. Our fathers, well, not the spirit, not our fathers.
Yep.
You know, because we read the prophet. You know, so Lord willing, we are the prophets, the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying, the elect.
Yeah.
But you know, these Sodomites, their fathers. You know what I'm saying? They was committing all type of adultery back then, all type of wickedness, all type of confusion, being with a man and then getting with a woman and then having all type of confusion happening, you know?
That's scripture on it.
Come on.
Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
What?
Read it again. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9. The thing that have been, it is that shall be. So the thing that was back then is happening right now, you know what I'm saying? So there was Sodomite people back then, you know what I'm saying? They got destroyed with brimfire and hailstone. That's what happened now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was Sodomites back then, there's Sodomites now, you know what I'm saying? There was 2/3 of Jake back then acting up, scoffing at the prophets, scoffing at the Lord.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Those same Jakes are back in this time now. There was prophets back then, those same prophets are back now.
Right.
There's nothing new under the sun, man.
Yeah.
Continue on.
A lot of people can't accept that.
Right.
How? That's impossible.
Yeah.
That's just, man, you don't know the will of the Lord. You don't know the power of the Lord. He can create everything else around you, but he can't make you come back on this earth in a new flesh.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yes,
You know what they saying? It's like real quick. You know what they're saying? The history repeats itself.
Yeah.
It's true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Sure
the
does.
same thing over and over. Nothing new underneath the sun. It's the same crap.
Right.
You know, the same wickedness. Like there's nothing new here, man. I seen that, man. Come
Right,
on,
right.
man. Ain't nothing new.
Right, and that's because the same people that was doing it back then has come back to do it again this time. You know, and this time in our father's generation, our great grandfather's generation, you know, all the generations.
And you gotta have a spiritual mind to understand that, you know what I'm saying? A carnal flesh, a carnal person that has not the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai will be totally mind blown if they would hear something like that. You know what I'm saying? All this reincarnation, all that person that died before is back here today. How? What the hell?
How do you know?
How? You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's through the spirit. Through the scripture says what? The spirit of the prophets is subject to the prophets.
Right.
There's nothing new under the sun. That has been what I just read. That has been before. It shall be now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All those things. You know what I'm saying? That proves that it's reincarnation.
What you said. This Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
Yeah, that's right. Behold, Yahweh Shemel Shai is coming with clouds. You know what I'm saying? And what are those clouds? Those are the what you people call it UFOs.
Right.
But to us, they're IFOs. They're identified flying objects. You know what I'm saying? Those are the chariots of the Most High. The vehicles to the angels. You know what I'm saying? And those are also the eyes of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The Most High uses those clouds to bring to look at us. You know what I'm saying? To send reports. You know what I'm saying? To see what's going on, and he sends it back to the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then after the Most High gets that report, he sends the judgment down. You know? Go ahead.
And they also which pierced him. Right. So go ahead. It's like you know.
And then also which pierced him. You know what I'm saying?
Reincarnation.
Yeah. And who pierced Yahweh Shemel Shai? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, 2/3 of our people, you know what I'm saying? They pierced him. You know what I'm saying? So those same people they're going to get pierced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When Yahweh Shai comes back, you know. So they that preach Yahweh Shai are going to see the Most High coming with clouds, and they're going to see the glory of Him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to believe, oh, that was Him. Most High made us put that memory back in your mind, you know, of your past life. And it made us put it back in your remembrance.
Right.
Oh, that was me. Oh, I did that. You may put all that in your head. Oh, fuck, damn, I did. No, he's gonna kill me. I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Most High made us put all that back in memory. Made us put your past lot back into your lot that's in right now. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna be begging, wait, let me give me a chance. You had your chance. You know what I'm saying? You're a joke right now. I'm sorry, but giggle. You're a joke right now. You had your chance. You know? Yeah, right. You know, you had your chance when we was out here prophesying. The Lord came to you. You know, you seek the Lord while He can't be found. You know, while He's near.
Yeah. He didn't give you that chance. Ultimately, because you pierced Him. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High wants you. Yeah, it was you that pierced Him. So that's why you're blinded to this. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High wants to. He got to give you vengeance for what you have done unto Him.
Right.
You know?
And they also which pierced him, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so, amen.
Yeah, and all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of Him. Everybody's gonna be in constant wailing. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, he's black. Oh my gosh, angels, they're black too. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be wailing. You know what I'm saying? Because all the destruction and the glory and the power that it's gonna come in with. You know what I'm saying?
I got a precept. It's Amos chapter 9, verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
That's right. All the sinners of my people. Now, who's the Most High people? The so-called Black, Spanish, Native American people. Those are the Most High people. But the sinners of these people are going to die by the sword. And that sword is talking about destruction. You know what I'm saying? Weapon of indignation.
Which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Yeah, it's saying that, oh yeah, it ain't gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm too cool for this, man. You know, this ain't gonna happen to me. I'm blessed, but I know God. God knows my heart. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen to me. I'm with the Lord. I'm with Jesus Christ. I'm with Allah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Read that again.
Come. It's like it. 9 and 10. Which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
That's right. He's saying the evil's not gonna overtake and prevent you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this ain't gonna happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, not in my lifetime. Nah, it is happening to you in your lifetime. Wait, read you on?
Come. In that day will I rise. Oh, that's it on that. Oh, verse 10 is that it?
I got a quick kick on this, brother.
Sir.
This is the second Ezra, chapter 14, verse 35. For after death shall the judge come, when we shall live again.
Yeah, after death shall the judge come. You know what I'm saying? After you die, you go back up. You know what I'm saying? Then you get your judgment. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to come back down and then live out your judgment. You know what I'm saying?
So like, are we seeing this moon right now?
Yeah, that's eclipse.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the moon over there.
It just disappeared.
Yeah,
you see it right there?
Yeah, it's it right there. You see those trees?
Yeah, you see it's like right above the
Like
tree.
Oh,
there,
yeah,
right top.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only.
I don't see it, to be honest.
Come here,
Okay.
brother. Come here, right?
We gotta get this stuff, Slocker, y'all.
See right there?
Right above the tree. It's like red and it's like an eclipse. It's like a red moon.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like earlier today, I was thinking like that looked like an eclipse.
Right. That's what it looks like.
It was
It's
just up there.
Yeah, it was up there.
Yeah,
That's
that-
I'm like, what? Where?
Yeah.
It looked like something that's in front of it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
That look like a ring of fire.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
It
I'm
looks
saying?
like you could see something in front of it, like it's just like yeah.
That look like a disc, kind of like a chariot just covering you. Like, you know.
Get
Yeah.
popped.
So it is.
So like, oh, you said you had a precept?
Yeah, I'll start with this. All right, here we go. Now the spirit changed now. It says, Book of Job, chapter 2, verse 1. Lo, yea, the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
That's right. And we're blowing our trumpet. We're blowing our trumpet right now. And then now the trumpet got a distinct tone. It's not a trumpet of peace, not a trumpet of love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is a trumpet of war and destruction.
Numbers 10.
You know what I'm saying? It got that. It's a warning. You know what I'm saying? Letting you guys know, hey, Lord's finna get ready to come back and judge 2/3 of our people and judge America, Babylon the Great. You know?
Let me know you get that, brother. Blow, I'll read again. Blow, yea, the trumpet
Yeah,
in Zion,
we're blowing that trumpet. Continue.
and sound an alarm.
And with that alarm, a lot of you people out here are seeing the snooze button. You guys ain't waking up. You know what I'm saying? The alarms being constantly going on. But you guys over here just hitting the snooze button. You don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So when time comes when the Lord's gonna come down, the Lord's gonna hit the snooze button on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for y'all. No, I ain't worried about this.
Yeah, he's gonna hit the snooze and roll over.
Yeah, roll over to the side. I don't want to say sleep. The Lord don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? But you know.
You got a precept right here.
No, precept. The book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 5. When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie on the east part shall go forward. When you blow an alarm, the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey. They shall blow an alarm for their journeys.
Continue.
But when the transgression,
Nine verse.
Okay,
No, it's like about
10
that.
and 9?
Yeah, it's 9, not 10. It's like,
chapter 9?
oh no, chapter 10, verse 9. Sorry about that.
All good.
It's the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 9. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets.
There you go.
And ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God. And ye shall be saved from your enemies.
Fine. The brother's going into, I'm going to get past it on sticks with you. You're talking about blowing the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in my holy mountain. So that's what that means. We out here, we're blowing the trumpet out loud, and then we sound an alarm. Right. It's war. Right. You know, hey, everybody you better get it right. You know, some war's gonna come any minute now. Right. You know, and then so the scripture is the war, the trumpet of war. You know, we heard different type of troops. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the enemies are coming. Right. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get ready, prepare for this battle. Right. You know, that's what we're doing out here. Prepare. It's the sword coming in. You know, the FEMA troops coming in, the UN troops coming in. You know, there's gonna be a flood of them coming in your hometown. You know, so we're sounding that alarm to let you know to prepare yourself. Well, there's a prophecy. So we sound the alarm. So we have to blow that trumpet. You know, let everybody know what's going on. You know,
It's Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right. Because the prophets was there back then, they're here today. Are speaking out loud, blowing the trumpet like they did before, they're doing it again today. So you go back in the day, they were blowing the trumpet. Hey, you better get right. You know, the Lord's gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? They were rough and tough back then, and it's rough and tough back then today too. You know, so we had warriors out here blowing that trumpet to sound a war. You know, we're blowing it because it's war, and pestilence, and the famine is coming. You know, so now we here back then. Right now, as we're speaking.
Yeah, and so like if I could just add real quick to what you were saying, and just like back then, you know, they were yelling, they were pleading, doing the work of the Lord. There was other people just like now walking by, driving by on their chariots, not listening, scoffing, or they'll come up to talk smack. So the same thing is repeating itself. You know.
Yeah, that's right. It's all over again. It's a recycle. You know. It's like repeat. Everything's repeated, you know. Same thing, but it's just newer. It's just only thing that's different is like modern. Yeah. That's about it. You know. And back then they had horses. Now they got cars. Yep. You know, like wagons. You know, like stuff like that. You know. So instead of markets, you got like houses, like McDonald's and stuff like that. You know, now it's all high speed up now.
Instead of an actual horse, you got horsepower. You know, instead of grass, you got gas. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everything just worded different. Everything just more modern and technological. You know. Right.
Yep. Everything's all high tech now.
Yeah.
It's about it is it's the same spirit, different body. You know, but high tech though. You know, we're old spirit. We're our forefathers. You know, the Lord said that you will visit the third and fourth generation. You know, so whatever you did back in the day, you're here today to serve your punishment. You know, you go when you die here, you go to the spiritual realm, right? You get judged by the Most High, and after that, He's gonna put you in a body, and then you're gonna be born on the earth, and then you're gonna serve your judgment. You know, your hell. You know, so everybody going through your own hell. You know, you're going through your hell, I'm going through my hell. This is my hell that I'm going through. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody got their judgment. So that's why we had a chance. That's why Yahushua sent his son back to die on the cross for our sins. You know, because we went off back in the day. You know, and then so now we got a chance since the sacrifice that Yahushua did for us. You know, and now we got repentance. Now we got grace period. So we got His grace. You know, so now it doesn't mean you sin like like license to sin. Doesn't mean that. It means that now we got His grace. Now we got to repent our sins, and then come, you know what I'm saying, and then continue that path. And don't look back. You know, don't go back to your old self. Now you repent your sins now. That's
Sorry, I got a precept for you. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 15. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And the Most High requireth that which is past.
Well, it's past. And so he requires in the back of the time. You think you gonna hide your sins? Like you think you could escape? Like you did all that dirty work, right? And then you died. Like, I'm cool. I'm dead. Nah, you here today. Now you serving your punishment now. You know, you got hit by a fat truck. You know, something. You live your judgment. You know, and then and plus then our enemies was enslaved us. The Lord's required what He did to the past. You know, so now when the future prophecies that are now you're gonna be in slavery because you putting us in slavery. You know, now it's your turn. Now you gotta drink that cup like we did. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't supposed to drink that cup, but we surely drunk it. Like, man, like we went off. Like, man, what y'all doing? You don't supposed to drink that cup, but y'all drink it anyway. Now I gotta put you in captivity now. You know? So now our captivity is almost over. It's punishment. Now the cup is passing to Esau now. Now it's his turn to drink that cup. You know? And the cup is filled with red and drags and bitterness, man. You're gonna drink all that up. You know? So now it's your turn. So all eyes on you. You know? But now you're a power seat. So the sign over there was the eclipse, meaning that whoever's a power seat right now is gonna get taken off.
Well, you saw that in that movie Apocalypto, like Brothers was going into. So in that movie Apocalypto, which was a beautiful spiritual movie, you know what I'm saying? Before they try to kill Jaguar Paw, there was an eclipse. You know what I'm saying? So that was signifying like it's about to get active. There's about to be a flipping of power. And guess what happened at the end of the movie? One, Jaguar Paw overcame, and two, all their asses got enslaved. All those Incas, those Aztecs, those Mayans, which are the Mexicans, which are the Israelites right now, all of them got enslaved by the Spaniards. You saw those ships come. You know what I'm saying?
Guns,
Wow. Damn, that's right. I got a scripture for that, bro. All right, read. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 75, verse 1.
Yep.
I say unto you, where'd that demon pass by? Man. I say unto you, the fools deal not foolishly, and to the wicked lift not up the horn. Lift not up your horn on high. Speak not with a stiff neck, for the promotion that cometh.
It's like a Bible shot. Could you break it down?
God. Basically, it's like the fool. So who is a power seat right now? So your horn means power. You're in a power seat. You know, so you're on top. The horn means you're on power, and the Lord is telling you, don't lift your horn on high. Don't be all prideful. You know, look who put you there. Who put you there? Not yourself. I did. You know, so that's why Esau is on top. Because the Most High puts you on top. So what you doing? You busting yourself. I did everything. I slaughtered everybody up. I did my work. You know, they think in their hearts like they did it, but nah. The Lord just used you. You're the whooping stick. You know, to punish us for what we did. You know, so. And now we'll continue reading. In the east, from the west, and from the south, but the Most High is the judge. The Most High is the judge. Not Esau, not anybody. The Most High is the judge.
Right. I got a precept on what you were saying, so I can. This is Psalm chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
Who's the wicked? Esau.
You so-called white people.
Yeah,
Y'all the wicked.
Right. Y'all the wicked. So-called white man is Esau. It's the downfall of Babylon.
Whatever.
Yeah, you know, and then so that's wicked. wicked is Esau. He's punished. He sent Christopher Columbus came and conquered us, and then and the rest of Esau came over here on got the Southern Kingdom cargo slave trade ships. Yep. You know what I'm saying? The wicked. You know what I'm saying? You could read, was it Malachi 4 or 1:4?
Yep.
Oh, no, 4:1.
4:1 or
yeah, they had Esau that hated. You know, love Jacob.
Oh, that's Romans 9:13.
Okay, 9:13.
You want that?
Yeah, we'll come.
Get that Romans 9:13. I got a precept for you. This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Right. Who's ruling right now? Once again, the
It's your
wicked.
birthday.
It's the wicked. Man, who's the wicked? Ain't the Mexicans, ain't the blacks, ain't the Arabs. Who's ruling right now? Who's controlling all this? It's the wicked. Who's the wicked? Esau, the so-called white man. You know, yeah, of course, the Bible's going to tell you, it's a white man. No, this is who you are. This is your nation name. You're Esau, you know, and we're Jacob. We're the characters of this book, you know. So you're covering all the judges. You put all the true pictures off of the images off, and you put your images up. You know, thinking that you're God. You know, that's why all these people is all bugged out, because they think that you're Jesus. You know, saying so the white man, you know, he could love everybody and save everybody, but it's not true. You know, you're wicked and conquered us. So now you're almost time is up. That's why you got short time. That's why you gotta hurry up and speed it quickly, because now you gotta freaking figure out a way how I'm gonna get this pushing RFID chip coming in. Because I'm making a story. I'm gonna act like COVID-19, but it's not true. You know, you die from it. You know, so he's playing tricks. He's playing witchcraft. It's all BS. We see it through your lives. You know. And then I'm gonna continue reading. But the Most High is the judge. He put it down, and he set up another. So see that? So every nation around the world they got a chance to rulership. Right. You know, we got a chance. We fail. We fall down. Now heathens got a chance. They rise. They fall down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then now who's on top? The wicked. So guess what? They got a chance. Now they're falling down. And who's coming after that? Jacob.
Precept?
And I got a precept.
Yeah, just make sure check around. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Woo, Esau is the beginning. Let's read that again, brother.
For Esau is the end of the world.
Right. Esau is the end of the world. That's why it has a Mayan calendar.
Yep.
That's why it has a solar eclipse. Because the meaning that it's not the end of the world. It's not the world's not going to like disappear, like it's gone forever. No. It's the end of the world at the age of your world, your kingdom. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so it's the age that it's a shift. Now it's a shift. So now you're falling down, and then Jacob is rising up out of this hell. Now he's rising up. So now it's your turn to feel the pain in hell now. Right. Twice. So harsh. You know what I'm saying? So.
Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
And then Jacob is the beginning that's followed. You know, that's the transition of power right there. Right. So our power, the Lord is removing our punishment. You know what I'm saying? Slowly, but we're getting there. And then now it's Esau's turn. Now I see all these people is looking at Esau. You know, all eyes on you now. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody hates you. You know, if the earth got a mouthful, you probably cuss at you. Yep. You know? Yeah.
With the end of this, it's the end of so-called Esau. Who's Esau? In the book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 25, it says that he was red all over and hairy like a garment. Who's on this earth is red all over and hairy like a garment? So-called white man. So-called, as the scripture call them Edomites. That's Edomites. That's the so-called white man.
Right.
Those are the ones that's gonna end this world.
Right.
That's gonna be the end of this world. And who's Jacob? That was his twin brother. That was also the womb. Right. You know, and he the one that got the birthright, the blessings, which is our forefather.
This Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of Yahweh Shai. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Right. A loud voice from heaven said, here comes salvation. Here come the Most High. Here comes salvation. And the accuser of our brethren. Can you read that one more time?
Come. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
That's right, the accuser of our brethren. And who's that? That's so-called Esau.
Every last one of you so-called white people.
So-called white people. That's what it's called. So-called white people, which is biblically known as Esau. You know? You're the one that accuser of our brethren. Not only back then, but even now. Oh, they probably robbing the store right now. You know, they probably stealing. What they doing? They probably done ran in somebody's house to kill somebody. That's y'all do that shit. We don't do that.
Right.
Putting those EO labels on us.
Right.
Fucking Edomites. Fucking death to all white people.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Which accuse them before God day and night.
Right.
God, I got a precept.
Okay.
This is Psalms 75, verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord Yahweh there is a cup, and what wine is red. It is full of mixture, and poured out of the same.
So in the cup in the hand of the Most High, it's a mixture in there. Now what's that mixture? Can you read that?
But the dregs thereof are the wicked. Oh, is that wicked? Of the wicked of the earth. Shall wear them out and drink them. But I will declare forever. I will sing praises to the Most High of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, and put the horns of the righteous shall be exalted.
Right. So as we read before, who's the wicked? You so-called white people.
Right.
Every last one of you so-called white people are wicked. Man, woman, and child.
Right.
Y'all are the wicked. Job 9:24. And we prove that through the scriptures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're being cast down. The accuser of our brethren, you're being cast down every day. And now you guys are being put on the spotlight.
Right.
Now it's being seen as you are the problem.
That's right.
Pertaining to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It's being seen as you are the problem. Because it's not necessarily the police, it's not necessarily the government, it's every last one of y'all.
Right.
Because it's y'all that's in the government causing the problems with these people. Go ahead. And Salakia, pertaining to the cup, y'all gonna drink the cup. Y'all gonna drink the dregs of the cup.
Right.
Because all the stuff that you did to brothers from slavery, from accusing us, putting us in jail on innocent charges, doing all that stuff, every last bit of that, y'all gonna drink, and it's gonna happen to y'all. You got Jake tore up out here, Negroes walking around with no arms, no legs. That's all y'all fault. And even black on black violence, they only commit the black on black violence because of situations that you so-called white people put them in. That's the only reason why black on black violence happens. Because every time somebody puts a spotlight on you, they say, well, what about black on black violence? Well, if you guys cared about each other, it's situations that you so-called white people put us in. Right? So the spotlight is on you. The problem is you. Go ahead, you got precept? Anybody got precept? I already got that at Job 9. What's up, brother?
I like that. That's like subliminally like brainwashing them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, little stuff that you think and some TV and stuff like that. You know, it makes them think it's okay to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? And then they want to sit up and put it on YouTube and Facebook and all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
Well, you know, what about Black Matters? You know, it matters why, you know. Why is black on black like you said?
Yeah, but that's their witchcraft. Get Isaiah 47 verse 12 because that's through their witchcraft. They're the ones robbing, enslaving, but we're the robbers. They enslave and destroy the whole world, but we're the robbers, we're the killers.
Exactly.
It's you so-called white people. Right. Go ahead. You got that, Isaiah?
It's book of Isaiah 47 verse 12.
Because this is all in the scriptures. Go ahead.
Stand now with thine enchantment.
Right. Stand now with thine enchantments. All the little setups, the demonic wavelengths you put on people. Salakia. Go ahead.
And with the multitude of thy sorceries.
With the multitude of thy sorceries, because putting it on TV that black people are stealing and killing and stuff like that, when you have pulled billions of dollars Ponzi schemes, when you haven't played the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans $1 for their slavery and their captivity, that's witchcraft. Saying we're the problem when you literally stole us. Here it is, we're here because of you, but we're the thieves.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's literally witchcraft.
You stole this whole land. You know, who this land belonged to? The so-called Native Americans. You know, so-called tribe of Gad, which is the house of Israel. You slaughtered all of them. You slaughtered all the buffaloes, you know, to kill off their source of life. They taught you their ways, and then you slaughtered them. You took everything.
Right.
Oh, this mine now. I need all this.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33. So, ye shall not pollute the land wherein they are, for blood is defiled the land.
Right. That's right. So the blood of the so-called Native Americans that's been slaughtered here all across the land has defiled this land. We should not build it. We cannot build there. But that's why they put all these roads over the dirt and everything. You know, killing off land. We don't feel no life coming from the earth. You know, it's supposed to be just land here. They put what is this called?
Pavement, yeah, concrete.
They put concrete. Right.
Hurts your knees, your back.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't live off like that, you know?
So what?
I said, how long you guys gonna be out here?
We're gonna be out here for another 20 or 30.
Okay. When you guys be out here again?
We're all around Sacramento and Elk Grove, but you can look up on the channel Sacramento Israelites.
Right.
Sacramento Israelites?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a tribe.
You're an Israelite. You're a Judite.
Yeah, Judah.
Pertaining to your father, depending on what your father was.
Right here.
I know I told this when I was a kid. You know, my sisters used to tell me, they look me in my eyes and they tell me, you know, that the white man is poison. You know what I'm saying? He's been brainwashing us for years, you know. And then the devil, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, the ones that want to be helped can be helped if they want to, I guess. I'm not sure how that works. But I do know this, you know, everything is white is poison. Salt, flour, white flour, you know, brown flour is better, brown bread is better, you know. Pepper is better than salt, you know. And I asked him, I said, well, Dad, what about white people? He said, that's the worst poison ever you can ever, you know, come across.
Exactly, because they're the ones that are doing all this stuff, but they're the ones that are actually ugly. They're literally so-called white people. They're literally ugly. They're dusty. Their hair is messed up. The sun hates their skin, but they call us ugly. They call us they call our skin. They say it looks like feces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then they try to be like us every day.
Man, look, get our lips, get our finger with our buttocks.
Right. They are the ones that look like chimpanzees. And with those skinny ass lips, talking about we look like monkeys. We look completely opposite from so-called monkeys and apes.
They look like some good monkeys. They will thank you.
Right.
My name is Ernie, you guys.
DeMario.
All right, DeMario.
Yep, Shalom. Kalak. Bless you. Yeah, just look up Sacramento Israelites and
We got a kingdom coming next. It's our turn to rule now. Y'all. Yeah, it's our turn now. We're gonna be on top. They're gonna be on bottom. Right. So our Lord's gonna come down to deliver His people, all His people. This is our captivity. This is our punishment here.
Yep. This whole setup, everything that you see, the so-called white man being over us, slavery and all that stuff, all this is about to end. The Lord is getting ready to come back and put us in rulership. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So right now we're preaching about it because the Lord told us to preach about what He's about to do before it happens. So this is getting ready to happen very soon. You see all the stuff that's going on in the world, right?
Yeah, like
that's all prophecy.
One thing, you know, I'm saying that it's like this world is big. This world can hold millions. You know what I'm saying? Billions. And it's like they come up with this little G5 thing, you know, to kill, you know, to manage the population control. That's what they call
5G,
it. You know, and it's so much land, so plentiful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I mean, I was in a plane. I'm from Portland, Oregon, but I was coming back here last month, and I'm looking at all the empty, the spaces on all the land.
Right,
you know, we only sit there and we use like this much of all of it. You know what I'm saying? This much.
Packed together, house to house. It shouldn't be like that.
Like rats.
Yeah.
You know, that's the white man again.
Right.
It's his fault.
You
can't live here. You ain't got no permits to live
and
here.
we can just live how we want to on the land because it's free. And it's nobody should ever be hungry. Man.
That's right. Don't worry, brother. We got a kingdom next.
Yeah, all this about to end.
Right. It's gonna be the end. Yahweh Shai is gonna come. He's gonna come deliver His people out of His captivity. So that's good news for us. We got kingdom. We're gonna have kingdom next. We're next. Now we're gonna rule. We're gonna be ruling.
And we're gonna be at the top, and these so-called white people gonna be at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be the new rulers of the earth.
They won't even exist.
After 1,000 years, they're gonna go extinct because they're going to slavery. Just like how we went to slavery. Yep. They're not devoured us, they're gonna be devoured. You know what I'm saying? If they had change on us, we're gonna have change on them.
They just put it here to make us stronger.
That's right.
Don't kill us, make us what?
Stronger.
Before you leave, brother, let me get 2 scriptures for you. Get 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, and get Revelation 13 and 9. Because all the stuff that we're saying is in the Bible. All this is getting ready to happen. The Lord, you see all the stuff happening in the world, right? That's all prophecy. You know, World War III, the race wars. You know what I'm saying? That's all prophecy. So all this stuff is getting ready to happen before the Lord comes. So peep the scripture. Go ahead.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
When you go into Esau, that's the so-called white man. That's his forefather. You know how Jacob Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So that you heard that story. Jacob's name was changed to Israel.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So that's our forefather. We are Israelites. You know what I'm saying? We're
Okay.
sons of God. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of that. Is beginning of it that follows.
Right. So Esau is a so-called white man, and his world, as you can see, is ending. It's crumbling. You know what I'm saying? We're literally slaves. You know what I'm saying? But we're doing better than him. You see bum Edomites out here. You know what I'm saying? So their world is ending, and our world is just beginning.
Right.
And that's according to the scriptures. Get Revelation 13:9, Bible shop.
Revelation 13.
Before you leave, I gotta get this for you, brother.
I got before you leave, I got one more.
Yeah.
I got one for you after you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Revelation 13 verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Yep.
He that leadeth the captivity shall go into captivity.
Right. So what was the transatlantic slave trade when they brought us over here in chains and stuff like that? You know that was captivity.
Yeah.
So it says in the scriptures, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity." Right. That's all. That's in the Bible.
Yes. And you know what? Real quick. You know, good men go to jail all the time. You know what I'm saying? All the time, especially in today's world. You know, and I'm not excluded. You know, I never been to jail until I moved to California. I'm 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm 55. And I've been so many times. You know, over little stuff. Now I'm looking around. You know, and I'm just like in this like in a dream like type of thing because I'm listening to what's going on and watching what's going on, and I'm listening to these white men on the speaker, so-called police officers, you know, okay, let's rack it up, you know. You know what that means? Rack it up. They say let's get on my bunks or whatever.
Yeah.
But the slave racks on the truck. And they're just doing it right there and they're mocking us. And they're same day.
Yeah. So now it's their turn. Now they're gonna get the punishment. Now they're gonna be enslaved under us. Now it's their turn. We're whooping it back. So I had a scripture
I
before you
love to
leave.
see young brothers like this, man. That's just tight, man.
I got a scripture before you go.
Okay.
Are you done with it?